Hello happy people, Hamza here and welcome to this tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a homepage using Elementor. Elementor is a free page builder plugin that enables you to design beautiful pages using inbuilt blocks, sections, or you can actually build everything from scratch using the already available elements within Elementor. In this case, I'm going to show you every step on how you can use this free page builder plugin to build your WordPress website. And the amazing thing is that you don't need to have any technical skills, and on top of that, it is bundled with a ton of templates and sections or blocks that you can actually just import and use within your existing page. And also, you don't need to have any technical or prior knowledge into building websites. So I'm going to take you through every step by step on how you can create your homepage using Elementor in this tutorial. So walk with me throughout this tutorial, and if you're new to this channel, my name is Hamza. I create tutorials just like this to help you establish a digital and online presence from scratch without any prior knowledge in building websites. So you may consider subscribing and also clicking on the bell icon so that you don't always miss out on tutorials or future videos when I push them out on this channel. So enjoy watching this tutorial. Now I'll move you straight to my computer to show you how you can actually create this homepage using Elementor. So to actually get started, you have to have Elementor installed on your website or in your WordPress website. So Elementor is a plugin, and when you go to the plugin section, you see mine is already installed and activated. So to add Elementor, you simply come here to add new, and then you'll simply search for Elementor, and right here it will show up in the search results. It is the one right here called Elementor Page Builder, and I think I need to update mine. And at the moment it has 3+ million active installations, and I think at the moment it's actually one of the most used page builder plugins in the WordPress ecosystem. Anyway, that aside, now when you have your Elementor Page Builder installed and activated, you will need to do two things. One, when we go to our homepage, this is how it looks like. This is the default installation of WordPress. So we don't have a menu, and we also don't have any content on our homepage. So what we are going to do is, one, we are going to come back to our dashboard, come to pages, and right here we'll have to create a page, and that page is going to be called homepage. So I simply say add new, and right here I'll add our new page. I'll say home, I'll say publish, and once I've created that home page, when I open with Elementor, it will open up right here, and then I'll actually be in position to use Elementor to edit our home page. So in this case, this is how it looks like. Now we can get started creating our home page, but before we go into that, I want to first take you back to the dashboard, then come right down here to appearance, menus, and under menus here we can set the menu of our website. So first of all, we can create that menu, it's a main menu, so that we can have a menu display on our website. And then right here we can add the pages that we want to appear on our menu. So you can create as many pages as you want. As I've shown you in this tutorial on how you can create a home page, you can create other pages, about page, services page, and the same skills you're going to get in this tutorial on how to create a home page in WordPress using Elementor. That is the same way you can also create content for other pages using Elementor. Now we can add the different pages that we want to be on our menu. So in this case, I'll add home page and sample page, and then I can allocate it to be the main menu. So I'm actually using a free theme in this tutorial called Astra that I'll also provide you a link in the description below on where to get it and how to get it. I think I've actually added a custom URL for the home page. I just need to add the home page, not the custom URL. So now I can reorganize my menu items. Once I'm done, I update, then I come back and visit the site, and boom, I have my home page right here in our main menu. Now what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to come back to our dashboard here, and then we can start creating pages. Now when you are creating using Elementor, Elementor comes bundled with free templates and also pro templates if you go in and purchase the pro version of Elementor, which has more extensive features. However, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create actually your homepage using the free page templates using Elementor, and some we're actually going to create them from scratch. So to use the free templates from Elementor, you simply just have to click over here on the folder icon, and right here Elementor will display the available templates in Elementor. And those that are free are basically like this, and those that are pro have something called pro here on the top right corner. So you'll only have to look up for the free ones. In this case, I'll try to browse, and I think I like this one. So if you like one, you can either preview it or you can simply insert that template in your canvas. So I've already inserted this in my canvas, and this is how it looks like. I think I love it. So now the beauty with Elementor, I can make changes to any of these elements right within here, and I can change the styling, the background color, and a lot more things. For example, I want to create a new section right here, so I can simply add a new section by clicking on top of the main section here on the add icon, and then here I can say add, and then I can add a widget right here. So here I can choose on what kind of layout I want my section to be. In this case, I want it to be white, and then I am going to add something. In this case, I'm going to add a couple of things. I'm going to add a background video, then I'm going to add kind of a call to action since it's a home page, and kind of welcoming people to our website. So I'm going to add 2 more columns. In this case, I had only created a section that has 1 column, so I'm going to come over here, then I'll right click, and then I'll say duplicate column or add new column. So I'll simply add new column, and here I'll add text or heading element, and then here I'll say best digital school. Okay, and then I can come over to style, then I can change the typography. So once I choose my typography, then I can also decide the size of that typeface that I've chose, and then I can add weight to that type font, and at the same time I can transform it, either I want it to be all uppercase or lowercase. You can do a lot more other adjustments like the line height, letter spacing, and a lot more. So Elementor gives you all those possibilities. And on the color section, we can choose the color of our title, and I will come over to this other section, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the element that is within right in this lower column. So I'm going to just come over here, then I'll say copy, then come to this column. When I come to this column, then I'll simply right click and paste. So that will automatically copy paste what was in the last column to the upper column. So what I'm going to do, I'm going now to position my title in this other column to be in the center. So I'll simply click on the column, then come here to the vertical align, then say middle. See, now that will move it to be in the middle section. And then I am going to go now and get a background video that we are going to use on our website. The background video feature comes in an earlier version of Elementor, which is above 2.7. So if you don't have Elementor 2.7, then you can't do this. However, if you have 2.7 and above, then you can have a background video in your WordPress website. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to come here to YouTube, and then I'll pick up a video that I want to use as my background video. I'll copy the video URL, come over to Elementor, click on the section option, and then come over to style, and right under style we have this type called background type. We have the classic, gradient, video, and slideshow. So we are going to choose to be a video, and right here we can embed a video from our preferred video source. This can be YouTube, it can be Vimeo, or even a local hosted video on your website. So I'm going to paste in here our link, and then we can choose a start time. We can say let it start after 30 seconds, and then we can also choose the end time for our video. You can also enable this video to play on mobile. So we can say I want this video to play on mobile. Now when you enable this to play on mobile, when someone now views this homepage on a mobile device, they will automatically see the video still play. And then we have here a background fallback, and you have all this. And then we also have a background overlay. So a background overlay, we can choose whether to have a gradient or a background color. So let me just put a small white here as our background overlay, and then I can increase a bit the opacity, and we have something like this. This is not the best video because it has a lot of writings, but I hope you get the idea of what I'm trying to show you here. And then you can also choose a blending mode for the color overlay that you added. It can even be a gradient or any other color that you wish. And then we can also add a couple of other things like the border, shape divider, and typography. However, in this case, I'll leave it just like this. And then we have this other section. We can make changes. For example, we can say we want this column to come over to the other section. So we can simply just drag that column to the other section, and automatically it will flip. And then we can say that maybe we want to replace this image with another image, or we simply don't want to show this image. So I'll add an image right to this section. Once you have your image uploaded, you just insert it into as a media, and you can choose how you want it to appear like. You can say you want it to take up the full width, which is 100%, the view width, and then the maximum height. Or in case you want to basically use this image as the whole column, we can simply come over here to the column, come to style, and then we can say add a background, and right here we can add an image, which is this image. Once we insert that image, then we are going to come over here to the widget section, and then we are going to get a spacer. We'll add a spacer right here, and we can give this spacer a height to a height that we want. However, now this already looks fine because it is 60. We can even make it 70 or whatever we want, but we want to center the image. Come back to the column, come to the column, then we are going to come to position, and then we are going to say center. So it looks like it is taking over the whole space. We can also say that we can use a custom position and say we are going to only show something like this. Okay, something like this for our column, or we can even just display the other side, something like this, but I prefer to have this. So there are so many ways you can play around with Elementor to achieve what you want, because it gives you all the necessary tools that can help you to perfectly customize a section, an element that you have put that you want to use within your Elementor website. So it may take you a couple of minutes basically to achieve what you want, but at the end of it all, you get it without actually writing any single line of code. So now we are going to go to the next section, but before we go there, I can also take you through this other side on how to get buttons just like this. So for example, when we come over to this button, we click on it, you see it has a number of elements, but to get such a button, you simply come over here to the widgets, and then say you select a button. And then once you have your button selected, it looks like it didn't even come. So now I've pasted my button there. When I select that button, if I want to get the same styling for this button on this one, I simply just come over to this button, then I right click, and then I copy, then I come to this other button, right click, and then I paste a style. You see, now it looks the same button. However, that's not what I want. What I want is to recreate the same button. So what I'm going to do is simply come over here. First of all, we are going to get the colors by coming over to this other button, come to style, and then we are going to get the background color is white and the text color is white. So I'll copy. The background color is this and the text color is white. So I'll come to our button, come to style, then we have the text color is white, and then we have the background color, this one, and then we see that it has on hover it has the text in this other color, and then it has the border which is this other color. So we are now going to come to hover. Text color is going to change to this color, and then background color is white, and then it's having a border, so I'll add a solid border and I will give it like 1 pixel, and that border color is this color. So let's see how that looks like. You see, so we already have achieved the other two things. Now we are going to add a border radius. Border radius is what gives these border curves, so we can make it like 80. See how that looks like. And then we can also increase the size of our button. So we come to our button and then come to content, and then here we can choose the size of our button by coming over down here, and then we can select whether our button is going to be large, medium. Once you decide the size of your button, then you can add what is going to appear right here. So this one says click here. We can say join today. Okay, that is like joining the school. And here we can add a link to wherever we want this person to go. So they may be going to a contact page on your website, or a sign up form on your website, or you are basically taking them to another website. So this can be a link that you wish to display. And then we can also add an icon for our button. For example, we can come over here to the icon section and we open an icon library. Elementor comes with a fully bundled icon library with free icons that you can use in your web project. So this is something that I also love about Elementor. And now we are going to choose an icon for our button in this case. And to do that, you simply just come over here and you can scroll through what kind of button you want to use, or you can simply search up a button depending on what you are looking for. Then you can simply add that icon to your button. So I'll say insert this icon, and we have the icon here, and you can choose where you want the icon to be, whether before or after the wordings. So now we want to add this kind of padding right here, so we can simply click on our button, and then we come over to advanced and then come to padding here. So we are going to unlink the values, and we are going to add the padding just to the top of our button. In this case, it's going to be maybe 70, something like that, or it looks even more, so it can even be 80. And now since we've created our button, we don't need this other button. You can simply delete that button, and now we have our own button showing up on our page. Now we have these other sections that are talking about these different services that we are offering. This other section, this is a background having one column with a heading element and with a button. We have created a button, and now this is a counter. So by searching here counter, you can simply add a counter to your Elementor website. So this is something you can also try out. And then we have also these other sections. These are basically 2 columns, and also Elementor has a number of other blocks that you can use. For example, when you come to the templates, come to blocks, and right here Elementor comes with a bundle of templates that you can use in your Elementor website. In this case, let me try out this block. When I preview that block, it will be basically show me what it has. It has ways on how you can showcase your team. I'll simply insert this. So when I insert this into my Elementor website, it looks like they came twice. So I'll simply delete one by clicking on the X icon, and now I want to move these to the top here before this element or section. So what I'm going to do is simply come here to the navigator, and when you are on the navigator, you can select a section. For example, when I uncheck this on the eye, it disappears. It means that is the section. And when I uncheck this other one, it disappears. So when I return the eye, it shows up. So I basically just move this section to the top of this other, and boom, that's how I have. And then I'll have my team section on top of this other section, and you can even rename these sections here in the navigator. For example, I can say team before, and then here I can say team after And that's all. So once you are done creating your homepage, when you're happy with all the sections that you've added, or even blocks that you got from the blocks section, you can simply come over here and then you simply say update. When you update, the changes you've made will reflect on your homepage, and if you have your homepage set as your default page for your website, then it will be showing up on your website. So now let's go to our homepage. Now we are on the homepage. Now let me just say reload. We're actually not on the homepage, we are on the index page of our website. So we have not yet set our homepage as our index page. So to do that, we are going to come back to our dashboard, and then we come straight to settings, and then we'll come to reading settings. Here we will have to set a static page, and that static page will be our home page. And boom, here we will save the changes. And now once we go to the home page of our website and we open that home page, boom, it will show up our home page. It has this section, it has these other sections, it has this other one, it has a counter, a theme, and this other section. So we have actually created our homepage using Elementor for free without even having any technical skills on how to build websites. Of course, I've also created complete tutorials on how to create a website using Elementor. This was basically to show you how you can create specifically a home page in your website. But if you want to see how to create a complete website using Elementor, then you're going to check out this tutorial up here in the card, or even in the description below. I'll link it up right there so that you can learn on how you can create a website using Elementor. It's actually a complete tutorial that you can follow every step by step to create your website using Elementor. And also, if you want to learn how to create a website using Elementor Pro, which comes bundled with a theme builder whereby you can create your own custom headers and footers, a pop-up builder, then I'm also going to link up a tutorial also in the description or in the card above, so that you can also create your complete website using only Elementor. I'll also leave my affiliate link in the description box below, so that when you buy through that affiliate link, I'll actually get a small commission on a purchase that you make with no extra cost to you. That way, I hope this tutorial helped you, and kind of it gives you an idea or an insight on how you can create a website or a home page using Elementor. In case you have any questions, comments, I welcome them in the comment box below. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing for more other tutorials just like this that will help you establish an online presence without any technical skills. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Have a good time. Bye.